Hey, good morning everyone, it's Bob from RUFF. Hey, we're in the middle of an active search right now for a couple of dogs. They've been missing for about 4 days. So I thought today I'd do like a little ride along and kind of show people, what we're looking for and what we need sometimes when we're doing a dog search. Now, today we're looking for Lucian and Selena. They've been missing for about 4 days now. And to begin with, I'm at the corner of Mountain Vista and Willis, is right down the street here, right outside Cantamia. So that's probably pretty much the area that we've been focusing on. That's where the dogs, they live right over there. But in the first 2 days, there were absolutely no sightings, and that kind of worries us when there's no sightings. And we did get a sighting the other day that they were over by the recycle plant right here on Rainbow Valley Road. So that's where we're focusing our search. And then when I post something that we're looking for help, and a lot of times we just need eyes on the road. And in this case, a perfect example right now. Now I've got my crew here. I got my little one too. And so I have no intention of catching these dogs myself this morning. All I want to do is see the dogs and then record their location and then send that information to the owners. Because in this situation, it's a perfect example. Now, I have my dogs for one reason. Their eyes are better than mine. And if they see a dog, they'll bark right away. But I'm not going to stop the vehicle. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to get out. I'm not going to call to the dogs, because all that's going to do is going to scare them. They're not going to come to me, but they'll come to the owner. So what we'll do is, I say we now, these guys with me. We're going to look for them, and most of the time when we're doing a search, I'll post where we're looking, kind of a basic location. Like in this case, I'm going to head down Willis to Rainbow Valley Road, head down to the recycle plant. I'll go all the way down Rainbow Valley. Sometimes with these larger dogs, they can easily travel 5 miles, and there's usually like a 5-mile radius that we'll search. And but we never know. A lot of times they'll double back, and that's why directly in front of me here on Mountain Vista is a construction site, and that's a good place for a lot of dogs to hang out too. So in other words, if you ever want to help, all you need is a vehicle and a phone. And basically, we're just driving around looking for sightings to get a location of where these dogs are at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm actually going to edit the video, which I never edit a video, and kind of put a couple pieces together to give you an idea of what we're looking for. And once again, now I do have a slip lead, and I recommend that all the time for people to carry a slip lead. But the majority of the time, all you need to do is drive around. I always recommend putting your windows down, because you're not only looking, but you're listening, and drive around and get a couple miles in and relay the information. All right, I will be back. All right, so I'm going to continue the video and kind of talk a little bit here. So the main thing now, of course, I'm driving. I just turned on Rainbow Valley Road right off of Willis, and when you're doing a search like this, of course, you still got to pay attention. You're driving a vehicle, for crying out loud, and it's the speed limit's 45 miles an hour. Now, in this case, I'm going slow because there's no traffic out here. But you got to be aware of the traffic. That's your priority. You don't want to get in a car accident. So, bottom line, the dogs are smart. Okay, the dogs don't want to run through the desert. They're just, even like coyotes, they're gonna choose the path of least resistance. So we're coming up on the recycle plant up here, but the dogs were actually sighted on the road, so they were running along the shoulder of the road, which kind of makes sense because running in the desert isn't comfortable for them either. So they're primarily going to stick to the road, or if there's a path. Now here on Rainbow Valley Road, you can't see it here, but as we get further up, there's almost like a little path right off the road itself, so I would assume that they'd probably be on that. Now, the thing is, when I look at something like this, and just from past experience, a lot of dogs, there's nothing out here. I mean, there's a couple farms and stuff, but a lot of times dogs are smart too. They're going to say, I don't see anything out this way, especially at night. So they're gonna look around and they'll see, where there's lights, and most of the time they'll double back. So actually now you can see, I don't know if you see on the left-hand side, there's like a raised head there. So they'll turn around, they'll head back, and since Canton is right on my left here, a lot of times they'll head to a community where they're comfortable. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm driving, I'm looking, and this is what it's all about. You're just basically driving around and you're watching for the dogs. So I'm going to continue this till I get to the recycle plant, but I'm going to turn this off and then we'll pick it up later. So bottom line, I'm going to go at least a couple miles down here watching, and then I'll double back, and then I'm probably going to head over to Tut Hill, because they were sighted at there was a possible sighting at Dollar General. Alright, so the one sighting we had the other night was at the recycle plant, which is actually only about a half mile down from south of Willis. There's a sign on Rainbow Valley Road. So actually I'm going to stop in here. Now, the dogs were sighted here, not necessarily hanging out here, but I'm still going to stop in here, and there should be an attendant or someone on duty, and just ask if they've seen the dogs. Yeah, so there's a vehicle up here, so I'm actually gonna pull in and once again, just looking for information, looking for sightings. All right, just as an example, now I'm driving through Rainbow Valley, and right away, you can see to my left here, there's a couple dogs. Actually, another dog running up and coming off from the right here. Actually, I don't see him right now. But I'm going slow. I don't want to hit it. I'm not trying to hit a dog. Now, these are not the dogs that we're looking for. Actually, right there, you can see them. They're laying down in front of the house there. There comes the other dog. So this is one of the issues we deal with, because these dogs, although they're running loose, and this one has I'm going to keep moving because my dog's going to light up in a minute here. They seem pretty content, but these dogs will, eventually end up over near us. No, guys, it's okay. And they seem good. They seem they're probably sitting in front of their house. I don't feel they're loose dogs, but they're running their area here. So it is what it is. But that's basically, I'm using it as an example, as when you're driving around, and there are dogs running across the street. There's a lot of loose dogs, and it's just a matter of time. I'm hoping that it's alright, guys, it's Lucia or Selena. And I can keep on moving here. But that's why I have my dogs. They spot the dogs pretty quick too. So yeah, we'll keep looking. Alright, so now I'm at the corner of Tut Hill and Elliott, and I kind of joke about the fact that I can come here and pretty much find you any type of dog you're looking for. You're looking for a German Shepherd, you're looking for a Chihuahua, you're looking for Husky. But at least what's happening at Dollar General's right there. But this is it's kind of a hot spot because there's always food here, and I'm not going to do a food review right now. But Rainbow Valley Taco, they're set up there. The guy in the corner here used to be a honey guy, but he's selling breakfast sandwiches and usually honey. But this is another hot spot for dogs. So just not finding the dogs I want to find right now, but that's part of it. That's all part of the whole rescue thing here. It's just driving around, it's looking and talking to people, and you don't have to do that either. If you're just doing a search trying to help look for a dog, you don't necessarily have to stop and talk to people. But that's the key. And I didn't really. It's about almost 9 o'clock now, so I've probably been out here for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. But you don't even have to spend that much time either. Just hop in your car, grab your phone, drive around, and if you see the dogs, just text me or call me, whatever you want to do, and just get the. Actually, at this point, it's good to get the condition of the dogs. The dogs look healthy. Are they running? Are they walking? Which direction are they going? And give us that information. We'll relay it to the owners, and let's get these dogs home. So. All right, so I'm back, basically back where I started, the Mountain Vista and Willis. And actually, I'm going to turn now into the constructions. Oh, maybe I can't make it into the construction site. But the construction site straight ahead there. I'll just pull around and go over there too. So those are hot spots for the dogs. Sometimes they like those. And that's where a lot of dogs get dumped. They get dumped in these construction sites. But bottom line with Selena and Lucia, no sightings. However, this is what it's all about: getting eyes on the road and people helping to watch for, find these dogs. And once again, all it takes is a phone and a car and driving around and being safe, being conscious of the fact you're driving your car. And if you're in a community, search with the windows down and just drive slowly. Put your hazard lights on if needed, and keep on looking. So if you're interested, this is all it takes. So in this case, I'm going to put my phone number in the comments. My phone number is everywhere anyway. If you do get the opportunity to jump in your car, we have RUFF volunteers currently, including myself, out looking. But more eyes, the better. So if you got some time, usually dogs are active in morning or evening, but in this case, you never know. So if you got that hour of spare time, hop in your car, drive around. In this case, primarily in the Cantamia, the construction area in front, and up and down Rainbow Valley Road. And once again, I was over at Dollar General. Let's find these dogs. The owners are actively searching. They're doing their due diligence without a doubt. They got flyers all over the place. They're out night and day looking for these dogs. The dogs have collars and they're chipped, so they've done everything right. They just need help finding these dogs. So whatever you can do, we appreciate it. Later.